right, we're less than 3 weeks until Halloween, and this morning we've got some Halloween hair hacks to help you build out your costume. Trey Gillen, hairstylist at Bella Renova Salon, is here to join us and give us all these awesome tips. Good morning.
Good morning.
Friend, how are you? Okay,
great.
so we've got some wigs in packages.
Yeah, so when you get your wig, it comes like this. And the first thing you want to do is take it out of the netting, take all the stuff out, and get it on some kind of like head form, even if you have to like makeshift one, and let it start breathing and getting into the round shape that it should be in. This one came really shiny and I wanted it to be more like a powdered wig, so I took like hairspray, sprayed all over, and then I just put like baby powder on it so it didn't have the shine, so it looked a little bit more authentic. So you can start thinking right off the bat, like, how can I make this look more real than like synthetic fake hair?
Yeah, I would have never thought, because the hairspray keeps that baby powder in place.
Yeah, because with synthetic hair, things don't stick to it like our hair, so you kind of have to be creative with it a little bit. So you can buy real hair and it'll say on the packaging, so there's different types of hair. There's like real hair, 100% human hair, and then when you get into fun colored wigs, these are probably gonna be more synthetic, and it'll say stuff like it can't take heat, or you have to set it with hot water, or this one, if it's colored, usually that means that it's kind of more of a blend, like real and synthetic, because they're coloring it. So just read your labels and see what it says, because they all say different things on it, how you can refresh it, reset it, and all that.
Okay, so let's talk about styling tips, because these two mannequins, it was actually like long, wavy mermaid hair. You did this. Yeah,
I did this for a competition photo shoot, and I had to set the whole thing, and I was going to show you how we did it.
Yes.
It's not that hard. It just takes a little time because it's time consuming. First, you want to kind of wet down the hair so it's easier to work with.
Okay.
And then you take a bobby pin and you stretch it open like a V. Okay, so take a bobby pin and you kind of stretch it open like that.
Okay.
And then you just put it in there and you hold it, and you're gonna figure 8 the hair around the bobby pin. So just weave it back and forth, just like a figure 8. And when you're done, it doesn't even have to be perfect. A lot of these I just rush through, but
it looks like a little braid.
Yeah, a little braid, and then you put like a rubber band or another bobby pin over it to kind of keep it in place.
Okay.
Now, how do you get it to stay is another situation. You have to take your bag. So these I've already pre-done. I did some with some perm rods, and some I did with the weave. You take a bag, you put it over, and then you take a steamer and you steam it, because with synthetic hair, you need to steam it for like 2 minutes and get it nice and wet. Or you can dip these in boiling hot water, bring the water to a boil, turn it off, and then dip these in and wait till they dry completely. And when they dry, you're going to just take it apart, and I just wanted to show you how it comes out. So this was this was stick straight hair when I first.
How long do you keep it? Just when you're done the steaming?
Literally.
Or overnight?
Overnight. Like make sure it's dry to the touch.
Oh my gosh.
And then you get that. And then like if you did the
curls.
Yeah, curls. This is gonna be like more curly and pretty, but of course.
Oh wow.
So you get different textures with different fun things.
Because if you use a curling iron, it would burn it, right?
Right, some of the hair,
synthetic
some of the hair burns.
Yeah.
And then if you wanted to do this to your hair, you can do it too. So these wigs would be like doing it to your hair, but you would just let it set overnight from damp to dry. And then the more you brush it out, the more crazy the texture gets. And that's how you kind of create, and remember, these started from like mermaid pretty.
And wavy and long, okay.
Long.
How to attach and set the ponytail.
Yeah, so this is really cool. I found this at Beauty Empire Plus right here by the station, and it started like this with all straight and pretty, and I just kind of used the same techniques and wet the hair down, put it under a heater, and let it all dry to give it a little bit more pizzazz, so it looks a little bit more personalized. And I thought this was a great way to do a Barbie hairstyle. Yeah. You put your hair in a bun, and then this just sits on top of the bun with some clips. Okay. And then at the end, I did the same little trick with the perm rods to give it like a bouncier Barbie style, because it could be straight, of course, if you wanted it that way, but I thought it would be more fun if we did like the Barbie beach Barbie hair.
That.
And then
these actually really work.
Yeah, and the thing about setting it with the hot water and all that is it won't come out. Like even in Houston humidity, this is gonna last, and it gives your it just gives your hairstyle a little bit more personality and a little bit more customization. Nobody will have this hair on their head because you've transformed it.
The wig, exactly.
Yeah.
Some great tips, Trey. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
How long did this take you? A full day?
Yeah, that took me a couple hours, and then you steam it, and then you let it dry for like 2 days before you take it out.
Goodness.
Yeah.
All right, Trey, so much fun. Where can folks find you if they want to get in contact?
I'm at Bella Renova in River Oaks District, and I'm working 5 days a week.
Yes, call and get your appointment. He's the best. All right, thank you, Trey.
Thanks for having me.